Hi everyone, welcome to Board of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not either any of these blokes. This is another Tier 8 Extravaganza. That's correct, the Tier 8 Extravaganza in today's video. 4 replays featuring 4 Tier 10 tanks, 2 of them the same, 2 of them a little bit different. This is the Centurion I, the last Tier 8 Extravaganza. I featured some premium tanks, including the Centurion 5-1, which is a Tier 8 Australian premium British medium tank, the one with their epic turret and not a bad little high DPM kind of gun. This time we're looking at the Centurion I, which is a Tier 8 standard British tank. The one at Tier 8, the one that leads to the Centurion Action X, and of course the Centurion 7-1 at Tier 9. This is 99 Destroyer's replay. 99 Destroyer is a regular on Twitch and YouTube. He absolutely loves it. He's in the British Centurion I, and that's the first replay in today's video. 1-all's the score. He's on mines and he's not stuffing around. He's going straight into where all the action happens, in the middle of the map. You can see he's got plenty of friends there. Lucky enough to be top tier in a Tier 8 game. I know, top tier in a Tier 8 game on the Aussie server. You are joking. There goes the Batchat 12T. He's hoping for his first kill. Will he get it? Just gets it, nearly reset his battle buddy on the VK3002M, but that's his first kill. 672 hit points of damage. Looking around the corner, cops a shot from the T3485, which is pretty good at Tier 6, but it's not much of a match for this beautiful Tier 8 British medium tank. Unfortunately for the Type 58, he backed out just at the wrong time, giving 99 Destroyer from NVIDIA Clan his first kill, and as does the Firefly on 499. Gets some assisted damage, waiting, looking for the tracking shot, gets a tracking shot on the Tier 6 British medium tank, takes him down to a 1-shot, and he says, "No, get out of my way, man." Bang! There is kill number 3. Nearly lost that kill to the VK, who was getting a little bit greedy. Let's have a look at this gun. 83.4mm armor piercing rounds, 230 alpha damage, 226 penetration, 258 with APCR, which is premium. Finds a Type 59, pops one into him. Of course, the Type 59 on the enemy team has preferential matchmaking, just like the IS-6 on 99 Destroyer's team, but he's using the ridgeline in the middle of the mines to his advantage here. Does get stunned by artillery. Quick tap of the 4 key fixes his crew, and he continues to aim at the Type 59. Type 59 takes him down to 201 hit points. He's on 3 kills now, 2,500 hit points of damage, 770 damage blocked. His turret's been doing its job to the Type 59. Now the Type 59 is no longer lit, waits for his crew to be okay, and that's going to maximise his chances of spotting the Chinese medium tank and picking up his 4th kill. 6-4 is the score. 4 kills to 99 Destroyer. That M12, as well as at least the GW Panther, at least 2 of those 3 artilleries can see that 99 Destroyer from NVIDIA Clan in the Centurion I, the top tier British medium tank in this game, is the danger, and that's why they're focusing on that tank. So it looks like he's going to go around to the eastern side of the hill, maybe start looking at the IS-3, that IS-3 on full health, and that is a concern. Now they're winning 9-4. 9-4. They're winning 7-4. Hopes for a tracking shot. Doesn't quite get it. I don't think he got a tracking shot on that IS-3. What he did get, though, he did get shot by the Hummel. He probably thought he was a little bit safe with that little... What would you call that? With that little building there, he would have hoped that he might have been a little bit safer from artillery than he really was. He copped that shot from the Hummel. Even though the Hummel's only a Tier 6, it took 332 damage out of him, and it looks like, is his loader still injured? It looks like his loader may still be injured. Looking for some vision in the north. They're winning 7-5, only winning by 2 tanks, and of course 99 Destroyer on 4 kills, 2,656 damage. If he goes down, that means he'll only be winning by 1 tank, and I think they would possibly be in a little bit of strife. The IS-3 goes down to the SU-100. 99 Destroyer, I think, doing the right thing, choosing to not focus on that IS-3. Not sure who did, though. The IS-3 was at full health not too long ago, and it looks like clearly all those tank destroyers and such focus fight him down. He gets another shot into the Hummel, a revenge shot, that's what I call it, if you get to shoot an arty that has been giving you the shits all game long. The T28 AT is looking a little bit nervous, clearly got 6 cents. Hummel goes down to the IS6. Look at the IS6 pushing up the 1-2 line. That's quite likely what 99 Destroyer is looking at, noticing that the IS6 is doing a great job pushing down there, and he just wants the support from the sides. Being on such low health. Now you can see the turret of the GW Panther. You can't now because he's no longer lit. Auto aims on the T28 AT, uses the bushes to help his concealment, continues to aim at the Tier 7 American Tank Destroyer, takes him down to 65 hit points. One more should be enough. Artillery just saw an artillery shell go somewhere, and of course there's the M12 right behind that Rocky. It doesn't have a shot, changes his trajectory, looks at the back of the AMX 1375, doesn't quite land the first shot. He gets spotted, wants to be careful here. That artillery not looking his way. There's kill number 5 for 99 Destroyer. He'll be thinking, no worries, Top Gun is looking quite good. One blind shot, doesn't need a blind shot because the FB 304 picks up the kill on the M12. 12-6 to score now, 5 kills, 3,418 damage, 770 damage block, 920 assisted damage, and he pops one into the side of the AMX 1375. That's the one that he missed earlier, that AMX 1375. He'll be feeling pretty nervous, trying to get away from the AT8 and maybe try to look for that artillery. 99 Destroyer though, he's got bigger fish to fry. Shoots and tracks the AT-15A. AT-15A does not look like he has repaired his tracks. You can see he's got a mark of excellence on this tank, and tracking enemy tanks is certainly going to be helpful in picking up more marks of excellence on the Centurion I. 99 Destroyer from NFG Clan. The 1375 goes down to the AT-15. 99 Destroyer looks for the turret. I'd be loaded APC Army, old mate, if there's a Top Gun on the line. He just misses out on the Top Gun as the IS-6 kills the AT-15A. And in the end, a pretty comfortable win, 15-6. But for a little while, it was looking just a little bit dicey as far as the result was looking. Let's have a quick look at the post-game battle result. Before we have a look at the next games, this is 99 Destroyer, Ace Tanker, Hand of God, Bruiser Medal, Fighter, 5 for effects, Confederate Medal for shooting more tanks than anyone else. Look at all the tanks that he had a hand at getting rid of in that game. That was an absolutely fantastic performance in the Centurion. What's it called? In the Centurion Mark 1, not the 5-1. Steel wall, of course, for all those shots that he bounced off his turret, off a lot of it probably from the Type 59. High caliber, top score, 1,409, base experience, 4,324 hit points of damage, 5 kills, unlucky not to get a Top Gun, very unlucky. 27 shots fired, 23 hit, 22 did damage, and if I know 99 Destroyer, he won't be too shitty about not getting a Top Gun, but he'll be pretty happy with the ace. 9,500 credits after tax, that's with a standard account. 33,000 had it been a premium account in that 6.5 minute game. Let's have a look at our second game in this extravaganza featuring some Tier 8 replays. This is me old mate Ravvi from Life Clan in the T28. Another Tier 8, another top tier game. The T28 on Cliff this time. This is the American non-turreted tank destroyer. Now, have a look at that paint job. I don't know what to say about that paint job. I really don't. I mean, wow. Ravvi from Life. It used to be called Ravvi 18. Ravvi from Life Clan. 8-pack league player. And look at that. He's certainly, I don't know. Maybe he's got... maybe he's been down to the paint shop. I don't know what he's doing with that paint job. Of course, the T28, the Tier 8 American non-turreted tank destroyer. That's the one that leads to the famous T95, the Doom Turtle. And of course, it also leads to the T133, which, when he sent me this replay, the T133, there was a promo one. There was a top of the tree kind of Tier 10 special, all that kind of stuff. Ravvi from Life Clan in the T28. Let's have a look at the gun. It's a pretty juicy gun at Tier 8, 400 alpha damage, 248 penetration, that's with standard rounds, 297 with APCR, which is premium ammunition, looking through the gap, and that T71 does not know what hit him. Well, he does know what hit him, but he'll be like, oh, geez, there you go, there goes half my health in one shot. He won't be feeling the love. It's a Tier 8 game, 3 Tier 8s on each team, an IS-3, a T26E4 Super Pershing on the enemy team, as well as a Scorpion G, Alpine Tiger, another preferential matchmaking tank, the STA2, and Ravvi in the T28 on Ravvi's team. Lots of action happening in the middle. You can see on the minimap where the enemy tanks, looks like more than half of the team were all heading for that middle. Ravvi choosing just to bide his time here, hoping to get another tank on the cross like he got with the T71 DA. course, Cliff is one of the APAC maps for the APAC tournaments. If you want to see some APAC action, I will be live streaming it. Make sure you check it out. I think Ravvi might be live streaming it as well. He does stream on Twitch. Check him out. Link will be down below. And of course, yes, like I said, Ravvi plays in the APAC team and in an APAC team. I played a different one, and he'll probably be streaming a lot of the games. So check that out as well. And Cliff is one of the maps. As he looks towards the KV-85, he'll be scratching his head going, how the fucking hell, what the hell's going on there? Won't be too happy about that. Reloads almost in time to get another shot at the KV-85. Gets shot at, critical hit by the IS, just in his tracks. 1-all's the score. The Dickermax on the enemy team's been taken out. Firefly on Ravvi's team has been taken out. Ravvi waiting patiently. That'll go through. 441 damage into the IS. It was a KV-85 earlier, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Looks at the Panther. Doesn't quite go through. You can see Ravvi's using Coca-Cola in this tank. I'm not sure if I'd use Coca-Cola in a tank destroyer, but maybe he's going for marks of excellence, or he really wants to help his grind, or really, I don't know, go through it. I mean, of course, the Coca-Cola is going to help his rate of fire and his aim time, and also his speed and camouflage rating and all that rest of it. But of course, the camouflage rating is really not going to help, and playing it, you can't really play it as a view range kind of tank, simply because if you're too far close to the front, it's very, very easy to get flanked. You can see how slow this bad boy is. It's very similar to the T95. Now, they did get a buff probably about a year ago now. They got a bit of a speed buff. And the thing is, Ravvi getting nice and aggressive here into the middle of Cliff, where he'll be able to shoot through into the central part of this map. But he can do this because of all these buildings. If you get flanked in this tank, then you're going for all money. Gets one into the KV-85. At the same time, the Hellcat gets taken, as does the ONI on Ravvi's team. The ONI or the OI? The OI. Ravvi continuing to move forward. You can see this is where their advantage is. This is where they need to push. And this is what the APAC League's all about. You identify where your advantage is and you push it. Goes through. Does cop a damaging shot from artillery from the M44. Luckily, it's only a tier 6 artillery. Ravvi can just continue to trundle along in this tank. Takes a very valuable 428 hit points out of the T26 E4 Super Pershing. That's a preferential matchmaking American Tier 8 medium tank. He also set him on fire. I didn't hear it say you've lit that one up. Normally that's what it says when you light them up. But anyway, the Alpine Tiger goes down to the Super Pershing. Now that Super Pershing will be on pretty low health, 369. I doubt the 1375 is going to be able to get rid of him. And of course that T26 E4, he's cleaning up, really. He's cleaning up. He's only got 2 kills, but he's holding his own down there. Ravvi deciding this is where the threat is. The IS-3 on 682 hit points. It's going to take him 2 shots to get rid of the IS-3, but that's one you want to get rid of. That's the strongest tank in this game. Takes him down to 3 hit points. Gee, it's almost worth trying to ram kill him. He's not going to, though. Pops the IS-3, gets rid of a top tier tank out of the game. Looks like the T150 was not interested in Ravvi at all. He was clearly a little bit more concerned about those medium tanks up on the lighthouse. 9-7 the score now, so the scoreboard's looking a little bit better. Not sure what's happening with the T26 E4. Is the T26 E4 going to push in behind Ravvi? That would be a very good move. That's probably be the best thing that the T26 E4 could do. But with its gun depression and all that kind of stuff, the T26 E4 is probably more likely to be just around this corner. Ravvi's first aid kit and stuff have just come off the recharge. He's on 3 kills, 3,214 damage done. A little bit of assisted damage, and you can see that there's lots of tanks over there on the west. The OI at tier 6, the Scorpion G Premium tier 8 German tank destroyer, and of course the T20 as well. The T26 E4 looks like he's just going to say, oh, I'm just going to leave that guy alone, and looks like he's falling back anyway on 369 hit points. That STA2 is looking a little bit nervous, even though he's on full health. He's not going to bounce anything from the Scorpion G, probably not from the T20 either, and the OI could probably give him a little bit of grief, even though the OI is only a tier 6. It's got that derp gun. OI looking like he's going on a different trajectory, on 17 hit points. Hopefully the P43 on that hill up there can shoot him. Looks like the P43 is getting looked at by artillery. Ravvi decides to get rid of the Scorpion G. A very, very good idea, my old mate. Brings his damage up to 3,500 damage. 4 kills. He'll be fancying himself for a top gun, that is for sure, especially with the OI on just 17 hit points. He might cop an artillery shell. He cops a HE round instead. Cops a shot from behind from the T30. I don't know, would he be... Oh, I don't know, yeah. I was considering maybe a ram, thinking, oh, it's only tier 6, but still an OI. I think it's still going to be a tough one for a ram kill. Aims. Kills the T20. That's the top gun confirmed. 13-9 is the score. What's left? The Saint Emile and the M44. Not sure who killed the T26E4, but somebody certainly got rid of him as Ravvi was dealing with these tanks over here in the central western part of this map. 6 kills, 3,705 hit points of damage. He's looking for the Saint Emile next. Saint Emile still on full health in this part of the map. You think maybe artillery would be able to... Artillery would be... licking his lips looking at the Saint Emile simply because it's such a soft target. 202, that was an HE round. Maybe not the best starting with an HE round, but this one will be better. Gets his 7th kill. Now we'll be thinking Radley Walters. Will he get this one? He's aiming. It's still HE for a Radley. He gets the Radley. 8 kills, 15-10. 8 kills. Ravvi from Life Clan in the T28. No problems whatsoever. Let's have a look at the result. I don't remember it being a Radley. Let's have a look. Yep, looks like a Radley to me. Not only a Radley, it's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, as anyone who's been a fan of this channel for too long won't be surprised to see. Ace Tanker, Bruiser Medal, Demolition for the ASRock. That could have been... wonder who was the ASRock that he killed. Not sure. Maybe artillery at the end. Not too sure. Maybe artillery. Hard to say. Really is hard to say. 5 for Effect and Duelist. Radley Walters. High caliber. Top gun, of course. And not too bad at all, my old mate. Does it tell us here? Who knows? Maybe it was the artillery that he ASRocked in the end. Top score with 4,500 damage. 8 kills, 1,500 base experience exactly. That's the base score. That's not with the premium account multiplier or the daily double. 18 shots fired. They all hit. 14 penetrated. 238 assisted damage. Didn't block. Did he block any damage? Unusual not to block any damage in the T28, but that was a ripper. 19,000 credits after tax. Even with the cost of food in that one. Not a bad game at all from the old mate Ravvi. Don't forget to check him out on Twitch. Link will be down below. And let's rock and roll with game number 3 in today's extravaganza. This is me old mate Jezzalenko 1978, and the WZ132. This game and the next one are both going to feature a couple of my 1AR mates in the WZ132s. And this is Jezzalenko. Jezzalenko is platooned up with his old mate Honest John, also from 1AR, and Ozpanzer Ace. Ozpanzer, one of the nicest blokes you would ever hope to meet. That's what they tell me. Anyway, Jezza doing a little bit of dank spotting in the middle of Glacier. Now, these blokes are absolute legends of 1AR. He's looking out there. He's having a look there. Jezza in the WZ132. What can I tell you about the WZ132? He's got Chinese food running as a premium consumable. That's going to help his view range. That's why he can spot that 121 there. He's getting assisted damage, and he's also got damage that he did himself. He's also got the binos and the camo net, so that's really going to maximise the view range. I'm tipping he's got a pretty good view in this bad boy, but the Chinese food and the binoculars are both going to help him really out-vision tanks. That shot, I reckon that shot went through. He's also got the camo net to minimise his chances of getting spotted. 100mm gun in this bad boy. 250 alpha damage, 189 penetration. That's with standard. Premium rounds at 225. And he's platooned up with Honest John in the Samoa. Samoa's going up in the north, doing heavy tank stuff up there in the north. And the old mate Oz in the Lorraine. The Lorraine is doing medium tank stuff in the middle. So between the three of them, they've got the whole map just about covered. There you go. That's how you get rid of a T44 on Glacier. No problems whatsoever. Jez is on 1 kill. In-game counter saying 260 hit points of damage. But we all know there's at least one possibly 2 or 3 blind shots that have gone through. Hasn't had to resort to tapping the 2 key, but look at that. That tank is tracked, but it was still sliding down the hill. That's a 1-2-1. That's the one he wants to get rid of. Wants to get rid of a top tier tank. There's only 2 tier 10 tanks in this game, a 1-2-1 and the TVP T5051, the auto-loading Czech medium tank. Oz Panther unfortunately got taken out in the middle there. He was trying to get vision happening in the middle to find all those enemy tanks, but unfortunately got outgunned there, probably by that camping Scorpion G. Honest John picks up the kill on the FV4202, the tier 8 premium British medium tank, and he's dealing it with their big boys over there in the northwest. We can't see what Honest John's doing, but Jezzalenko just kicking back here, trying to get some vision over here. He wants to get rid of the LTTB next. He would love to find that 1-2-1 and get rid of a top tier tank early on. 1 kill, 543 damage done that we've seen. Of course, it's probably over 1,000. Spots the M4A1 Revelry C, picks up some more assisted damage. Is he on one of these spotting missions? Yes. Leads 7,000 combined. Damage caused and damage caused with your assistance, 7,000. This could be one of those missions, secondary conditions, that enable your allies to destroy 4 vehicles. It's certainly on the cards. Sees a TVP. Oh, he's not stuffing around with these lower tier tanks. He's killing the tier 10s nice and early. The TVP and the 1-2-1 both taken out in this game. 7-1 the score now. 2 kills to Jezzalenko. 2,000 assisted damage. At least 1,000, probably closer to 2,000 damage done. That mission is for a combined of 7,000. I reckon he's in with a red hot go here, and he fancies himself in the middle. He's looking at that LTTB, that's the Russian tier 8, and he's saying, no worries, hold my beer, I've got this, we're going to get this bad boy. And this is something I've been experimenting with light tanks. Add food to a light tank, and you can have some really good games. Now, he's trusting that the Russian gun depression may not be able to get him, and it looks like it might not be. The LTTB running away on 442 hit points. Jez is still on full health. He'll be pretty happy about that. Honest John doing pretty dank stuff up there in the north as well. He's on a kill, and I reckon between these two blokes, they're going to finish carrying this game 1AR style. Jezzalenko, 1978 from 1AR Clan in the WZ-132. This is the tier 8 Chinese medium tank. This is the medium tank that didn't really change when the medium tanks change. Uses this opportunity to get across the ice and get onto the other side where the enemy team are. Pops one into the Scorpion G, picks up some more assisted damage. Now that's looking at about at least 4,000 now. Gets himself a 3rd kill. Oh, he'll be fancying himself for this mission. Total of 7,000 required. Oh, who knows? Finds the what's that one? The Baby Bat Chat. Get some more assisted damage into the Baby Bat Chat. Will he get this mission? I don't know if he will. Who knows? I think it's all going to come down to the blind shots. 13-4 is the score. He's only got 66 hit points up his sleeve. 2,376 damage done. That we've seen. Blind shots definitely did go through. 2,277 assisted damage. Was going for the kill on the Centurion 5-1. Doesn't quite get it. And what's this guy doing? T30 on the red line. You've got to love it. You've got to love T30s on the red line. Jezza puts one into the back of the tier 9 turreted American tank destroyer. Waits for his gun to reload. The object 430 picks up the kill, and in the end 15-4. Not a bad result at all, but let's have a look at the result from the old mate Jezzalenko from 1AR Clan. It's not going to surprise anyone that was an Ace Tanker Mastery badge. It's not a bad performance at all. But he also got the spotter medal for all that assisted damage. Bruiser for doing some crew module damage, fire for effect, Confederate. He had plenty to do with the demise of all those bad boys. Platoon of the people, nearly 4,000 damage done for Jezzalenko. 1377 base experience. Honest John, not too bad at all with 1300. That's probably an ace as well. 4,713 damage. Not bad with your bottom tier. What is it people say when you're a bottom tier of the tier 8 you can't do well? Well, I've got to say, with light tanks, it does make it at least a little bit more entertaining. 2,277 assisted. I thought it would have been a little bit more than that. Just missed out on the 7,000 combined for that mission. But wow, what an ace. 45,500 credits. That's after tax with a premium account in the Chinese tier 8 light tank. The WZ132, the one that didn't really cop much of a nerf, or if it did get nerfed, it wasn't nerfed as bad as some of the other tier 8 light tanks. You know, when some of them went up to tier 9, some of them, the light tanks all changed about a year or two ago now. It was a fair while ago, and that's why the WZ132, along with the Bulldog, the girlfriend tank, is often used in getting Tier 8 clan wars, Tier 8 skirmishes, and all that kind of jazz. Now, if you reckon that looks like a bit of fun, think about joining 1AR. Have a look. Platoon of the People. That's what he's calling it. Platoon of the People. Some absolute legends in that one. The old mate Oz Panzer, Honest John, and Jezzalenko. Now, before the voice goes, I reckon we've got time for one more replay. This is another 1AR replay. This is the old mate Thadeous. Thadeous, an absolute legend of 1AR as well. And again, in the Chinese medium tank, the WZ-132. Not only in the same tank, but also in the same map, Glacier. I think the voice is about to die, but we're going to get there. I'm telling you, we're going to get there. This time, is Jezza on a mission? Spot 8 tanks, survive and win. Jezza. That, I mean. Spot 8 tanks, survive and win. That's his mission. Let's see. Let's see if he can do that. Go to the middle part of... that's one tank that he spotted. Going to the middle part, don't think he has spotted those ones. The 13105. I was just going to say, the 13105 in a little bit of danger there. Thadeous did the right thing. Some people might say, hang on, did he steal that kill? Maybe. 33 hit points. But the 13105 is very close to being dead. And on a map like Glacier, you don't want your top tier light tank to be dead. Well, you don't really want any of your teammates to be dead. But top tier light tank, you want him to stay alive. Looks like the AMX 1375 is going up the broken aircraft carrier to try and do some dank stuff up there. Thadeous from 1AR in the WZ132. Same gun we saw on Jezza, the 100mm. 250 alpha damage, 189 penetration, 225 with APCR. And Thadeous playing around in the middle, looking for a chance to do some damage. He spots the strivs. That's 2 enemy tanks, maybe 3 that he spotted. What's he need to do? Spot 8 tanks. I think the opportunity to get that mission might have already left us. But Thadeous is no dummy. He's playing around in the middle, getting some assisted damage into the Striv S1. That's a premium Tier 8 Swedish tank destroyer. Didn't get that last bit of assisted damage. We just saw the Striv S1 get taken down to pretty low health. He'll be looking up there at the... Is it the T49? It is. Shoots him for 272 damage. He'll be fancying himself for another one. T49 clearly wants to shoot the AMX 13105. AMX 13105 is shooting the T49. Thadeous aims, gets another kill, 2 kills, 377 damage, 408 assisted damage. They're winning 2 zip. Thadeous has got both of those kills. Artillery is raining overhead. 2 zips to score. Now it is a tier 10 game, 3 tier 10 tanks on each team. A Super Conqueror, the British, very strong hull down British heavy tank, the Super Conqueror. The Foch 155, that's the old tier 10 auto-loading French tank destroyer. And the French tier 10 light tank, the AMX 13105. Auto-loaders everywhere in this game. If you look at the lineup, you've got the Foch 155, the AMX 13105, the AMX 5120, the 1390, and the Progetto 46, which is almost sort of an auto-loader. Enemy team, not so lucky. They had the baby Batchat, which is now dead, Batchat 12T. And that's it. That's interesting. Anyway, 3 zip is the score. Thadeous from 1AR clan. He's done his job in the middle. The T100 light on the enemy team has run all the way back to base. I'm tipping he might have copped 1 or 2 artillery shots or a couple of big, strong, big shells that probably made him shoot himself a little bit. 3 zips to score, 377 damage, 408 assisted. Bit of a slow start at the moment, but Thadeous going up this road on the eastern or the southeastern side of Glacier, looking for more vision towards the enemy cap. It is a bit of a drive, and I've done this in a slow tank, and it's probably not the best thing to do in a slow tank. But when maps first come out, when this map first came out, I don't think anybody really knew where to go with it. It's not a bad racetrack though, going around here. You can see the road that Thadeous is following, and looks like he's just trying to get vision on the... It's a T100 LT. Well, he was not a T100 LT. I just assumed that maybe he was really low health. That's why he ran all the way back to the base. But clearly, maybe it was a scoreboard that made him feel a little bit more concerned. A little bit of careful driving there from Thadeous to get around the ISU 152. chooses to take this road here again, looking for vision on probably the T100 and the Striv. We know the Striv is relatively low. There is an IS-3 up here, which could be interesting choice for an IS-3. 6-2 though, that his team are winning quite comfortably. 2 kills to Thadeous, 583 damage, 408 assisted damage. He finds artillery, does he? Yeah, it must be Thadeous. Artillery clearly has sixth sense and is backing off. I'm not sure who spotted the Striv. It might be Thadeous spotting the Striv. There you go. Pops one into the side of the Tier 9 Swedish tank destroyer. It does get lit because look at the minimap. You can see where the T100 Striv and the IS-3 were last spotted. One of those tanks is surely close enough to see Thadeous as he's shooting. He puts one into the side of the Jagdpanzer E100. Gets a little bit more assisted damage into the Jag. 9-5's the score now. The Jag now cannot help himself. He sees a Tier 8 light tank and thinks, no worries, I'll take that one. Thadeous bounces a shell from the Striv, the Tier 9 Swedish tank destroyer. And now he just needs to wait a little bit maybe. He's done 1,098 damage, 1,805 assisted damage. He's blocked that shell from the Striv 103-0. This is the last battle in today's extravaganza, featuring some Tier 8 tanks. What did we see? We saw Ravvi in the T28. We also saw 99 Destroyer in the Centurion. Jezza on this very same map, in the very same tank. And now my old mate Thadeous, let's see how he's going to go, continues to soak up the assisted damage on the Jagdpanzer E100. Besides, he's better off just spotting a Tier 10 German tank destroyer, because if that Tier 10 German tank destroyer shot him, he'd be in a world of trouble. It's all about the spotting, I guess. The IS-3 gets spotted on 820. Thadeous, he knows he's double pushed, so he decides to take a punt, put one into the lower plate of the Tier 8 Russian heavy tank. Confident that he's no longer being spotted, picks up some more assisted damage, 3,323 assisted damage. A lot of it into some Tier 10 tanks. He'll be fancying himself for an ace, and he'll be getting the emo ready. Pops the Striv S1. Now that's not the Tier 9 Swedish TD. That's the Tier 8 Premium Striv S1. The one that's very, very similar to the Udes. The Dudes. 12-7 is the score. 3 kills to Thadeous. 1,517 damage done. A little bit blocked. 3,323 assisted damage. That's what's going to help with this ace tanker, I guarantee it. He finds a T100 LT. He does have a hit point advantage on the Russian light tank. Picks up a ram, gets some more assisted damage, almost gets the kill, brings his damage up to nearly 1,800 of what's left. There's the artillery and light tanks and artilleries. Thank you very much. Gets a shot into the artillery, collects even more assisted damage, and the Striv must be up here where the artillery is aiming. That's what Thadeous is trying to get to. Even if he lights it, he'll be happy if he just spots this Striv 1307. He does shoot him once, rams him. He's left on 3 hit points. Don't die, Thad. Don't die. Picks up the 4th kill. Confirms the win. 15-7. And that is a pretty epic performance in the WZ-132. Like I said earlier, one of the light tanks, I guess it's a preferred light tank in Tier 8 clan wars and skirmishes and platoons and all that kind of jazz, because it wasn't really hit by the nerf hammer as much as some of the other light tanks. When some of the other light tanks, say the T54 lightweight, everybody loved the T54 lightweight when it was at Tier 8. Of course, it gets promoted to Tier 9. It's still a good tank, but now it's a Tier 9. Can't use it in Tier 8 clan wars and skirmishes and stuff. WZ-132, still a Tier 8. Still a pretty groovy looking tank. I haven't played it since it changes, but from what I read, I don't think it was nerfed as much as some of the other light tanks. And that's why Jezza and Thadeous, both from 1AR, both absolute champions, absolutely love it. Thadeous picks up his first marks of excellence on this tank. Now, if he keeps his tank, I'm sure he'll get more than one very, very soon. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Spot Up, Bruiser, Fight Up, Fire for Effect, All X Medal for killing 2 tanks of a higher tier in a light tank, and top the score charts there. 2,356 damage, 4 kills, 1,392 base experience. No problems. Ace tanker, 16 shots fired, 12 hit, 10 penetrated, but that was all about the spotting, wasn't it? 3,500 assisted damage in a light tank. If he didn't do that, I don't reckon who knows what the result would have been, but not too bad at all. Nearly 34,000 credits with a premium account. In that 8-minute game, not too bad at all. Once again, thank you for the replays, lads. Thadeous and Jezza from 1AR Clan. Ravvi on Twitch, check him out. And my old mate 99 Destroyer in the Centurion 7-1. Thanks again for watching. Take care and see you all next time.